Hey, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to be telling you what I believe are the best things about this 65-inch Samsung S95F OLED. Now as always, I like to keep things fair on this channel, so I'm not going to be just doing a video about the best things, I'm also going to be posting a video telling you about the worst things about this TV. And if you'd like to see that video that will be coming up separately very soon, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now in today's video, if you do like what you see and you fancy picking up one of these TVs, then please consider making that TV purchase from the UK electrical retailer Peter Tyson. Now if you're to purchase this TV from Peter Tyson, you're going to be happy to know that you're going to get yourself a free 5-year warranty, free delivery, they have finance options available, and they also aim to price match all the major competitors. But more often than not, they have exclusive deals that will beat the rest. And to top it all off, they have great customer service, which is reflected by the amazing customer reviews left on Trustpilot. So loads of great reasons to consider making your next TV purchase from Peter Tyson. And I'll put a link to Peter Tyson and the S95F OLED in the description. Okie dokie, let's crack on then, and this is in no particular order, but the first best thing about this TV is the design. Now this TV is got to be one of the best, if not the best looking design of any TV that you can buy in 2025. Now let me show you why. So if we go round to the side, just check how thin that TV is. Now, there are thinner TVs out there, but it does come at a potential cost of being a little bit too fragile. And Samsung has paid that price in the past when they've made OLEDs very thin, and then they have turned up to customers and actually been bent when they've been taken out of the box. And they've come from the factory like that, which wasn't good. But Samsung has upped their game and come up with this design, which I think is a great happy medium. Because it is thin, as you can see, but just not too thin that it's fragile. Now, if we just move around further to the back of the TV, you can see how flat the TV is from top to bottom. We don't have a bulge sticking out like other TVs. It's the same all the way down, all the way across, and that is great. Now move around to the front and you can see we have very thin bezels indeed going on there. And overall that gives it a very modern look, and why I believe that the design is one of the best things about this TV. Moving along now then, and the next best thing about this TV is the matte screen. Yes, we don't have a glossy screen on this, but it is matte, which means it is great at handling reflections. Now we've got some large windows here, a lot of natural daylight coming in, and if we go round to the side, we can see that is not impacting on this screen whatsoever. Now other TVs, we'd be getting reflections right now, but no, not with this Samsung. That is doing an amazing job. Now even if I turn the TV off, you'll see if I go straight on, wave, you can't see my reflection. If I go round to the side, yes, we do see a bit of light there, but it is very diffused, which means it's not really going to impact on our viewing experience. So if you've got a room that does have a lot of big windows, a lot of natural daylight coming in, then this could be the TV for you, because I've got to say it, when it comes to OLEDs and reflection handling, this has got to be the best on the market. Now this next best thing is something that many people may find appealing, and that is the One Connect box. Now if you don't know what this is an external box that houses all your inputs and outputs. And going from this box to the TV, all you have is one cable that supplies all the power, audio and video. Which means there's no need to hook up your HDMIs to the TV itself, you just plug everything into the One Connect box, which then means you get a very neat install. Just that one single cable running from the TV, which also allows a lot more easy access to anything that you want to plug in or unplug. And because this One Connect box deals with all the inputs and outputs, that means that the TV can be as thin as it is, from top to bottom with no bulge. So that one Connect box could be a very useful thing to have and be very appealing to many if you don't want a load of cables all hanging out down the back of the TV. But let me know in the comments section, do you think the one Connect box is a good addition, or would you prefer the traditional way of connecting up your cables? Moving along now then, and this next best thing is something that everyone will want from a TV, and that is great picture quality. Just check it out, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now I know this year we have a lot of other rival manufacturers' TVs from LG, Sony, Panasonic that are all very good indeed, but this Samsung holds its own against all of them. And I'd find it hard to believe that anyone would say that this is a bad TV when it comes to the image, because if they did, they would be lying. We're getting to a point where all the top TVs from all the main manufacturers are just absolutely breathtaking, and it is getting harder and harder to split the difference between them all. Which is a good thing, because if you like the features of this Samsung, then you know you're not going to really be missing out on a lot when it comes to the image. But just check it out, honestly, it is so nice to look at. It's an absolute pleasure when watching back movies or playing games. And let's be honest, that's what you want from a TV at the end of the day. You're looking at the image, that's what you're paying your money for, and this TV is an absolute winner in that department. Moving along now then, and the next best thing about this TV is the brightness. Yes, this TV does go extremely bright. Now for many years, OLED TVs weren't the brightest around, but things are changing and now they do go extremely bright. And this S95F OLED is no exception. Now I remember a time when Samsung would ship their TVs with 3D glasses, but today I feel their OLEDs should be shipped with sunglasses. Honestly, it's that bright. Now at the moment, believe it or not, I've got the brightness turned right down. It is currently on just 12. And look how bright it is. It is absolutely crackers. I mean, if you have got a bright living room like mine, then this could be a winner. Because with that matte screen, extra brightness, then it is going to do an amazing job at battling reflections and bright rooms, which would normally impact on your viewing experience. Honest to God, sometimes I'm finding that I'm actually having to turn down the brightness because it is just too much, and that's in the daytime, so you can only imagine how bright it feels at night. But like I said, if you've got a bright room, then maybe you need to crank up that brightness, and this OLED is going to sort you right out. Now this next best thing is something that everyone will appreciate, and that is the HDMIs. Now with this one Connect box we have 4 HDMIs which are all 2.1 and can support up to 4K and 165Hz, which is great. As believe it or not, some manufacturers are still shipping TVs which only have 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, and we are talking top end TVs. As there's nothing worse when you pay top dollar for a TV and then you find out that you are limited with your HDMI 2.1 ports, as maybe if you want to hook up a soundbar, couple of games consoles, Blu-ray player, so on and so forth, you can soon find yourself running out when it comes to other manufacturers' TVs. But with this Samsung, you should be good to go. Next up on the best things list about this TV is the remote controls. So first off, we get this remote, and this is a very basic remote but very functional. We have a few shortcuts on here for Netflix, Prime Video, Samsung TV Plus and YouTube. Loving the YouTube shortcut, but the fun doesn't stop there, because here in the UK we get a second remote control. Yes, we get 2. Now this may depend on where you are in the world, but like I say, here in the UK we get 2. And the second one is this very dinky minimalistic job. And yeah, it's very nice in the hand. You can see how small it is. Again, shortcuts on there for the same services. And yeah, it's very nice. But it gets even better, because when you flip it over, It is solar powered. Yes, no need for batteries whatsoever. Just put this in some natural daylight or maybe turn on the lights in your room and this will charge up. But don't worry if it runs flat at night, you're struggling for daylight to charge it up, because flip it to the bottom and we have a USB connection there which we can plug in a charger and just charge it like that. And that is absolutely amazing. I think all manufacturers' remotes should go this route, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Do you believe that they would be better if they're all solar powered and you could just plug them in to charge them up and do away with all those dreaded batteries that you're always having to rob from somewhere else when your remote goes flat? Now this next best thing is something that even appeals to myself, and that is that it is great for gamers. So we've already talked about that this TV has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports supporting up to 4K and 165 Hz. But along with that it has auto low latency mode, VRR, FreeSync Premium Pro and G-Sync. But the features don't stop there for gamers, because if we grab our remote control, hold down on the play pause button, we get up the game bar. And this is very handy because it's like a one-stop shop for information when it comes to gaming, giving us information about the input lag, the resolution, frames per second, VRR, and also shortcuts to many great features. So when it comes to gaming on this TV, really you couldn't ask for anything more. So there you have it then guys, that is what I believe are the best things about the Samsung S95F OLED. Now don't forget, I will be doing a follow-up video telling you what I believe are the worst things about it, and if you want to see that, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. But if you have enjoyed today's video, then do us a favour and give me a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Bye for now.